Happy lunch hour, guys. Don't you find it funny that the Democrat Party, liberals as a whole, decry fascism day in and day out? AOC calls everything fascist or racist. All we hear over and over and over again is, we've got to stop the fascist Republicans. You got Antifa, anti fascist. Don't you find it really ironic that the ones who are screaming and yelling about we have to stop fascism are the ones that are purporting fascism? Amazing, isn't it? Okay. I'll give you two examples, one domestically and one in Europe. The one in Europe, those of you that watch me from Europe better pay attention to. The ones in the States, guys better pay attention to too. Okay. First one, North Carolina. Now, I know you guys have definitely come back to reality and started voting in conservatives into your state legislature and state government. You better start pushing even harder, okay? Seems like the politicians are actually doing the right thing, but the people better pay attention here. The state legislature has put up House Bill 96, which would require a college student at UNC-Chapel Hill, okay, North Carolina, big school, okay, those of you college basketball fans know who UNC-Chapel Hill is, would require students to take a 3-credit-hour course covering America's founding and history. Now, I'm going to give you this. I went to college in Texas. You guys know that, right? Or the majority of my college in Texas, let's put it that way. I had to take, by Texas law, 1 year, 2 semesters, 6 credit hours of Texas government, and 1 year, 2 semesters, 6 credit hours of U.S. government. Okay, so I had to take 12 credit hours, add 2. It's the only way you graduate. Take 12 credit hours of government courses. This bill is requiring students to take 3, okay? 1 course for 1 semester covering the U.S. Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Emancipation Proclamation, the Federalist Papers, Dr. Martin Luther King's letter from the Birmingham jail, and the Gettysburg Address. Would you say those are probably some of the most important documents in U.S. government that not only every politician, but certainly every person, every citizen of the United States should understand? I would, okay? How does your government work, okay? You have, get this, 673 university professors from UNC-Chapel Hill signing a letter saying that it violates students' academic freedom. I don't care, okay? You don't have, you're going to require me to take courses, colleges require you to take, calculus, and they require you to take literature, and, I had to take a course on nutrition. I mean, some of this sort of stuff. Now, granted, I went to school 35, 40 years ago, but to understand how the government works, and that is violating somebody's rights in the minds of these idiots. These are the professors that don't want you to know, don't think it should be mandatory that college students learn government. I had to take in high school 1 year worth of U.S. government courses. And then, like I said, 12 credit hours of government in college. Okay? So I had to take 3 years worth of courses to understand how the government works. At least I got 1 year in high school. Most people should get that. Plus college required 2 more. This is insane. We don't want you to understand what the Constitution is. They're calling it, get this, they're saying it's indoctrination that college students have to learn how the U.S. government works. Insanity. Guys, when your kids are putting in their applications for college here, getting into this summer, you can mark off UNC-Chapel Hill. The school has gone completely idiot. All right? But that's not the only thing. Like I said, this is all about anti-fascists promoting fascism. The European Commission, okay, announced Tuesday, yesterday, that they are going to put social media, big tech, anything like that, under the strictest of content moderation surrounding hate speech and disinformation. I want to give you a list of the companies that they are going to strictly monitor for hate speech and disinformation. AliExpress, Alibaba, shopping site. The Amazon store, okay? The App Store on your phone, okay? Bing. Booking.com, because there's so much misinformation and hate speech going on when you try to book plane tickets from Milan to Madrid, okay? Facebook. Google Maps. Oh my, you can't go into that neighborhood. If you do and you're white, that's racist, okay? Literally, right? Google Play, Google Search, Google Shopping, okay? Instagram, LinkedIn, right? Okay? You can't work with that business. That business is racist. Okay? Pinterest, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, Wikipedia. I mean, mind you, this Wikipedia is about as leftist as you get. Okay? YouTube and whatever the hell Zalando is. They are threatening companies that do not censor and monitor or do not censor the content creators, the writer, whatever it is, by up to 6% of their revenue. Okay, whether it's their monthly revenue, their annual revenue, whatever it would be. Hitler would be proud. Basically, the European Commission has just said, we're going to control what you say. Hitler just could take over Europe without firing a single shot, rolling a single tank into any town, because we'll tell you what you're allowed to think, what you're allowed to believe, what you're allowed to talk about. Right there, EU. Okay. My question, will Europe now fight their own wars too? Okay. Read my lips. No new money. Okay. You want to shut it down, Europe? Go ahead. Okay. I hope to God I watch the entire continent fall, that Russia and China steamroll you. Because personally, when the United States is completely gone back to reality, when Joe is kicked out on his ass and Madam Word Salad is, back to spending time on her knees in a red light district trying to earn a living, I hope to God whoever comes in next, which will be probably one of two, which have both pretty much said, NATO, we're done. You're on your freaking own. Okay. You want to take free speech away from the people? Take free speech away from the people. You can live under communist rule. Ask anybody who is part of the EU who lived in the former Czechoslovakia or Poland or Bulgaria or Hungary or Romania. Ask those people how well silencing the masses goes over. Okay? It's going to be really, for 70 years, 80 years now, you've wanted to protect your continent from the influence of communism from the former Soviet Union. And now, as Russia has moved more toward capitalism and a teeny tiny bit toward democracy, at least they hold elections, but they're about as legitimate as the ones here in the United States, you are advocating for utter, complete communism. We have college professors in the United States who don't want people to learn how the government works. People, do you see this already? We are being taken over by elites who want to do nothing. They do not want you to be able to talk. They do not want you to be knowledgeable. They want you to be subjects. That is it. Whatever they tell you is going to be the truth, and if you do not agree with them, the penalty is death. That's literally where they're going to with this. The University of North Carolina can kiss my ass, all right? Unless 600 and however many, what was it, 672 professors are fired immediately. Don't give me tenure, because there's another bill to remove tenure from all the professors there too. I hope that one passes as well. All right. Get rid of every single one of these and let them go back to where they're qualified for a job of pumping gas. You remember the old line, those that can do, those that can't teach? Okay. There would be the example of it. There are a few good teachers in this country. Not many anymore. Most of the good ones have long since said, I can't do anything in this system. This system's too screwed. I'm out of here. So the ones that you have left are the politically indoctrinated sheep that'll parrot whatever idiotic idea. Climate change is brilliant. We need to teach CRT. Oh, you've been oppressed your whole life and it's Whitey's fault. Pound sand, okay? And as for the EU and your censorship, sorry guys, if you're watching me and you live in the EU, think what is the date that's supposed to be? August 25th. Enjoy it, because I ain't shutting up. And so if the EU is going to shut my channel down, or YouTube is going to say that they're not going to show my videos in Europe anymore, I'm sorry, but this guy is not bowing down to any Orwellian master or big brother. They can come to my house all they want. Like I've said many times, they just better not make dinner plans. Pinball out.